Brazil isn't just about football, carnival, and samba. This South American giant is packed with jaw-dropping secrets that will blow your mind. From deadly snake islands to the world's largest rainforest. Here are 15 mind-blowing facts about Brazil that prove this country is unlike anywhere else on Earth. 1. The largest country in South America. Brazil is an absolute giant, not just in South America but on the world stage. Covering an area of over 3.2 million square miles, it's the largest country on the continent and the fifth largest nation globally, only behind Russia, Canada, China, and the United States. It's so vast that it spans 4 different time zones and stretches across both the northern and southern hemispheres, something very few countries can claim. Its sheer size means it shares borders with nearly every country in South America, except for Chile and Ecuador, making it a true geographic heavyweight. This massive territory hosts an incredibly diverse range of ecosystems, from dense rainforests and tropical beaches to vast savannas and wetlands. Imagine this. Traveling from one end of Brazil to the other is like crossing an entire continent. The country's size also brings extreme cultural diversity, with regional traditions, foods, and even accents varying dramatically from one state to another. Interestingly, if Brazil were a standalone continent, it would still be the world's 7th largest, bigger than Australia. This enormous scale is not just a fun fact. It plays a key role in shaping Brazil's economy, culture, and global influence. 2. The Amazon rainforest giant. Brazil is home to the lion's share of the Amazon rainforest, with about 60% of this natural wonder lying within its borders. This vast green expanse covers more than 2 million square miles, making it the largest rainforest on Earth, a living, breathing ecosystem often referred to as the lungs of the planet, because it produces around 20% of the world's oxygen. But it's not just the size that's mind-blowing. The Amazon is a biodiversity hotspot like no other. It houses an estimated 10% of all known plant and animal species on Earth, from colorful macaws and jaguars to pink river dolphins and countless insect species yet to be discovered. Beneath the dense canopy, indigenous communities have lived sustainably for thousands of years, maintaining ancient traditions and deep connections to the land. The Amazon River, which winds through the rainforest, is equally impressive. It's the largest river by volume in the world, carrying more water than the next 7 largest rivers combined. Every second, the Amazon discharges around 55 million gallons of water into the Atlantic Ocean. Scientists believe that there are still countless undiscovered species hidden in the depths of this jungle, making it one of the last frontiers of natural exploration. Beyond its ecological importance, the rainforest plays a critical role in regulating the global climate and absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide. Simply put, the Amazon isn't just Brazil's treasure, it's a vital life source for the entire planet. 3. A city that's not the capital. When people think of Brazil, cities like Rio de Janeiro or São Paulo usually come to mind. However, many are surprised to learn that neither of these bustling metropolises is the country's capital. Brasilia holds that title. Officially inaugurated in 1960, Brasilia was built from scratch in just over 3 years, with the goal of promoting development in the country's interior and reducing the concentration of power along the coast. The city was designed by famed architect Oscar Niemeyer and urban planner Lucio Costa, who created a futuristic, modernist layout that's shaped like an airplane, or some say a bird, when viewed from above. Brasilia is more than just a political hub. It's an architectural masterpiece and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its bold buildings, wide avenues, and symmetrical design. The city's distinct sectors are planned with precision. There's a banking sector, a hotel sector, and even a specific embassy sector. Unlike Rio or São Paulo's lively, chaotic energy, Brasilia feels like a vision from the future, clean, orderly, and meticulously organized. The National Congress, with its iconic twin towers and saucer-shaped structures, is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. While Brasilia might lack the beaches and party vibes of Rio, it's a symbol of Brazil's ambition, innovation, and drive to modernize. Visiting this capital feels like stepping into an architectural showcase, where every building tells a story of Brazil's mid-century optimism and progress. 4. The longest stretch of beaches. Brazil is truly a beach lover's paradise, boasting an impressive coastline that stretches for over 4,600 miles along the Atlantic Ocean. This makes it one of the longest uninterrupted coastlines in the world. Imagine traveling from north to south and experiencing everything from wild, rugged cliffs to serene, white sand beaches. The coastline is home to more than 2,000 beaches, each with its own unique charm, attracting millions of sunseekers, surfers, and nature enthusiasts every year. One of the most famous stretches is Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, known worldwide for its lively atmosphere, stunning views, and iconic mosaic promenade. Then there's Jericoacoara in Ceará, a hidden gem with golden dunes and turquoise lagoons that feels like a desert meeting the ocean. Brazil's beaches are not just beautiful, they're incredibly diverse, offering everything from peaceful palm-fringed bays to wild surf spots like Florianópolis, which is often called the surf capital of Brazil. The country's coastline also hides ecological treasures like Fernando de Noronha, an archipelago renowned for its pristine waters, vibrant marine life, and some of the best diving spots in the world. These beaches are more than just tourist hotspots. They're cultural landmarks where locals gather for sports, festivals, and traditional seafood feasts. The Brazilian coast also plays a key role in the economy, supporting fishing, tourism, and port cities that drive trade. Whether you're looking for relaxation, adventure, or vibrant nightlife, Brazil's endless coastline offers something for every traveler. 5. The largest carnival celebration. When it comes to festivals, nothing on earth compares to Brazil's carnival. An explosion of color, music, and pure joy that transforms entire cities into vibrant, non-stop parties. Held every year before Lent, Carnival is deeply rooted in Brazilian culture and attracts over 2 million people per day just in Rio de Janeiro alone. It's not just a party, it's a tradition that dates back to the 18th century, blending European, African, and indigenous customs into one spectacular celebration. The heart of Rio's carnival is the famous Sambadrome, where samba schools compete in elaborate parades featuring jaw-dropping floats, dazzling costumes, and perfectly synchronized dance routines. These samba schools spend months preparing for their performances, with thousands of dancers, musicians, and artists coming together to create an unforgettable show. Beyond the main event, the streets of Rio burst to life with blocos, massive block parties where locals and tourists mingle, dance, and celebrate in a sea of music and laughter. Carnival isn't limited to Rio. Cities like Salvador and Recife have their own unique celebrations, featuring traditional Afro-Brazilian rhythms and cultural performances that reflect the country's diverse heritage. The economic impact of Carnival is enormous, generating billions of dollars in tourism, hospitality, and entertainment revenue each year. But more than anything, Carnival embodies the true spirit of Brazil, joyful, inclusive, and full of energy, making it an experience that leaves every visitor with memories of pure magic. 6. Football obsession. In Brazil, football, or soccer as some call it, isn't just a sport. It's a national obsession, a cultural cornerstone, and for many, a way of life. The country is home to some of the most passionate fans on the planet, and the game is played everywhere, from massive stadiums like Maracana in Rio de Janeiro to small dirt pitches in remote villages. Brazil holds the record for the most FIFA World Cup wins in history, with 5 championships secured in 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. The country has produced some of football's biggest legends, including Pelé, often regarded as the greatest player of all time, and Ronaldo, whose incredible footwork and goal-scoring ability dominated international tournaments. Modern icons like Neymar Jr. continue this legacy, captivating fans with dazzling skills and unforgettable goals. The importance of football goes beyond entertainment. It's a source of national pride and unity, bringing together people of all backgrounds, especially during international tournaments. During World Cup season, entire cities come to a standstill as millions gather to watch Brazil's team in action, draped in the national colors of green and yellow. Iconic matches, like Brazil's 1970 World Cup final victory led by Pelé, are etched into the nation's collective memory. Even the streets of Brazilian cities reflect this love for the game. with colorful murals and graffiti paying tribute to legendary players. For Brazilians, football is more than just winning. It's about passion, creativity, and the joy of playing the beautiful game. 7. Christ the Redeemer Wonder. Standing tall above Rio de Janeiro, the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue is one of Brazil's most recognized symbols and a global landmark. Towering at 98 feet tall, with arms stretching out to 92 feet, this monumental statue of Jesus Christ watches over the city from the peak of Mount Corcovado. Constructed between 1922 and 1931, the statue was built to celebrate Brazil's centenary of independence and has since become a symbol of peace, unity, and protection. Designed by Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa and sculpted by French artist Paul Landowski, the statue's Art Deco design was groundbreaking for its time. Weighing over 700 tons, it's made from reinforced concrete and covered in thousands of triangular soapstone tiles, known for their durability and soft sheen. In 2007, Christ the Redeemer was officially named one of the new 7 wonders of the world, securing its place as a must-visit global attraction. To reach the statue, visitors can take a scenic train ride through the lush Tijuca National Park, the largest urban rainforest in the world. From the summit, the panoramic view of Rio's landmarks, such as Sugarloaf Mountain, Copacabana Beach, and Maracana Stadium, is nothing short of breathtaking. The statue is also a pilgrimage site for many religious visitors and has hosted significant global events, including papal visits. Whether admired from afar or viewed up close, Christ the Redeemer remains a powerful symbol of Brazil's spirituality, hospitality, and artistic ambition. 8. World's largest producer of coffee. For over 150 years, Brazil has held the title of the world's largest coffee producer, a legacy that has deeply shaped both its economy and culture. The country is responsible for about 1/3 of the global coffee supply, meaning that every third cup of coffee consumed worldwide likely has Brazilian roots. Coffee plantations, known as fazendas, stretch across vast regions in states like Minas Gerais, São Paulo, and Espírito Santo, where the climate and soil conditions are ideal for growing high-quality beans. Brazil produces a wide variety of beans, but it's particularly famous for its Arabica and Robusta varieties, which are prized for their smooth and rich flavors. Historically, coffee production played a massive role in Brazil's economic development, especially in the 19th century, when coffee exports were a primary driver of wealth and infrastructure growth. Even today, coffee remains a significant part of Brazil's economy, contributing billions of dollars in revenue annually. Beyond economics, coffee culture is woven into daily life. Cafezinho, a small, strong cup of coffee, is a cherished tradition, often served as a gesture of hospitality in homes and businesses. Brazil also hosts major coffee festivals and competitions, celebrating the craftsmanship behind its globally renowned brews. Coffee tourism is becoming increasingly popular, with visitors exploring scenic coffee farms and learning about the bean-to-cup journey. In Brazil, coffee isn't just a beverage. It's a symbol of tradition, community, and national pride. 9. Language surprise. One of the most surprising facts about Brazil is that its official language isn't Spanish, it's Portuguese. This linguistic twist sets Brazil apart from its South American neighbors, all of which are predominantly Spanish-speaking countries. The reason for this difference goes back to the Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494, an agreement between Portugal and Spain that divided the newly discovered lands outside Europe between the two powers. As a result, Portugal gained control over the area that would eventually become Brazil, and Portuguese became the dominant language after colonization began in 1500. Today, Brazil is the largest Portuguese-speaking country in the world, with over 200 million native speakers, more than all other Portuguese-speaking nations combined. However, Brazilian Portuguese has evolved distinctly from its European counterpart, with different pronunciation, vocabulary, and even grammar rules that make it sound more melodic and lively. The language also reflects Brazil's diverse culture, incorporating words from indigenous languages, African dialects, and European influences. For travelers, learning a few basic Portuguese phrases can go a long way, as English is not widely spoken outside tourist hotspots. Interestingly, this linguistic uniqueness contributes to Brazil's distinct cultural identity, setting it apart on a continent otherwise unified by Spanish. In Brazil, language isn't just about communication. It's a reflection of the country's rich history and multicultural heritage. 10. Amazon River, a close contender. The Amazon River is one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on the planet, and while it often battles with the Nile River for the title of the world's longest river, it is unquestionably the largest by volume. Stretching over 4,300 miles, the Amazon flows across several countries in South America, but the majority of its mighty expanse lies within Brazil. What truly sets the Amazon apart is its immense water flow. It discharges an average of 55 million gallons of water into the Atlantic Ocean every second, more than the next 7 largest rivers combined. During the rainy season, its width can expand to an astonishing 24 miles across, making it appear more like a vast inland sea than a river. The Amazon basin is home to over 3,000 species of fish, including the infamous piranha and the massive arapaima, one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. Beyond fish, the river supports a rich ecosystem of wildlife, including river dolphins, manatees, and countless bird species. Indigenous communities have relied on the Amazon for food, transportation, and spiritual significance for centuries, living in harmony with the river's rhythms. The river also hosts the meeting of waters near Manaus, where the dark Rio Negro and the sandy-colored Solimões River flow side by side without mixing for miles, a spectacular natural phenomenon. Beyond its ecological importance, the Amazon River plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate and supporting global biodiversity. Simply put, the Amazon isn't just a river, it's the lifeblood of one of the most vital ecosystems on the planet. 11. The Pantanal, the world's largest wetland. While the Amazon rainforest often steals the spotlight, Brazil is also home to another natural wonder that's just as breathtaking: the Pantanal, the largest tropical wetland in the world. Covering an area of over 42 million acres, this massive floodplain spans parts of Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay, though nearly 80% of it lies within Brazilian territory. Unlike the dense Amazon, the Pantanal's open landscape offers unmatched wildlife visibility, making it one of the best places in the world for animal lovers and photographers. This rich ecosystem hosts an incredible variety of wildlife, including over 1,000 bird species, 300 species of fish, and more than 100 types of mammals. It's considered the best place on Earth to spot elusive jaguars in the wild, as well as giant river otters, capybaras, and caimans sunbathing along riverbanks. During the wet season, around 80% of the Pantanal floods, creating a unique habitat that supports an extraordinary diversity of life. This natural flooding rejuvenates the ecosystem, attracting millions of migratory birds that flock to the area to feed and breed. Beyond its ecological significance, the Pantanal also supports traditional cattle ranching, with many fazendas, ranches, offering ecotourism experiences for visitors. Despite its importance, the Pantanal remains relatively untouched compared to other global natural sites, offering an authentic, raw experience of Brazil's rich biodiversity. For those seeking an off-the-beaten-path adventure, the Pantanal is an unmissable destination that showcases nature in its most pristine form. 12. A diverse population. Brazil is one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world, a true melting pot of ethnicities, traditions, and histories. Its population is a vibrant blend of indigenous peoples, European settlers, mainly Portuguese but also Italian, German, and Spanish, African descendants brought during the transatlantic slave trade, and more recent immigrants from countries like Japan, Lebanon, and Syria. In fact, Brazil is home to the largest Japanese diaspora outside of Japan, particularly in Sao Paulo. This rich cultural mix has shaped every aspect of Brazilian life, from its music and food to language and religious practices. For example, the Afro-Brazilian influence is especially evident in popular cultural expressions like capoeira, a martial art that combines dance and music, and candomblé, an Afro-Brazilian religion with West African roots. Indigenous cultures also remain vibrant in many regions, particularly within the Amazon, where tribes continue to preserve their languages, rituals, and connection to nature. Brazilian cuisine reflects this diversity, blending African flavors, Portuguese cooking styles, and indigenous ingredients into dishes like feijoada, a black bean stew with pork, and acarajé, deep-fried black-eyed pea balls. Even the Portuguese spoken in Brazil carries influences from these various cultures, incorporating loanwords from indigenous and African languages. Brazil's diverse population contributes to a strong sense of national pride, where people celebrate their differences through festivals, art, and everyday life. This cultural mosaic is what makes Brazil truly unique, offering visitors an experience that is colorful, dynamic, and deeply rooted in history. 13. The mysterious island of snakes. Just off the coast of São Paulo lies Ilha da Queimada Grande, more famously known as Snake Island, a place so dangerous that humans are strictly forbidden from setting foot there without special government permission. This isolated island is home to the golden lancehead viper, Bothrops insularis, one of the deadliest snakes in the world. These vipers are highly venomous, and their bite can cause rapid death due to their extremely potent venom, which can melt human flesh and lead to severe internal bleeding. It's estimated that there could be between 2 to 5 snakes per square meter on the island, making it one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes on Earth. Legends and local folklore tell chilling tales of fishermen who ventured too close to the island and never returned. The snakes evolved in isolation after sea levels rose around 11,000 years ago, cutting the island off from the mainland and forcing the species to adapt by developing stronger venom to catch birds, their primary food source. Due to its unique ecosystem, Snake Island has become an important site for scientific research, although only a handful of scientists are permitted to visit under strict regulations. Despite its terrifying reputation, the golden lancehead is considered critically endangered due to habitat loss and illegal wildlife trafficking. For thrill seekers, Snake Island remains an eerie, forbidden destination, an untouched reminder of how wild and deadly nature can be. The mystery and danger surrounding the island only add to Brazil's list of jaw-dropping natural wonders. 14. Hidden underground lake. Deep within the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso do Sul lies one of the country's most stunning natural wonders, the Gruta do Lago Azul, or the Blue Lake Cave. Discovered in 1924 by a local explorer, this hidden underground lake is renowned for its mesmerizingly clear, vibrant blue waters that appear to glow, especially when sunlight streams through the cave's entrance. The lake's surreal color is caused by a combination of the water's mineral composition and the angle of the sunlight reflecting off the limestone walls. But what makes this site truly extraordinary isn't just its beauty. It's the prehistoric secrets hidden beneath the water's surface. Scientists have discovered ancient fossils at the bottom of the lake, including the remains of giant sloths and saber-toothed tigers that date back over 10,000 years to the last ice age. The cave itself descends more than 100 meters deep, making it one of Brazil's largest and most spectacular submerged caves. It's protected as a national monument, meaning visitors can admire its beauty from above, but are prohibited from swimming or diving in its pristine waters to preserve the delicate ecosystem. Surrounding the cave is lush forest, adding to the sense of wonder and adventure for those who visit this remote natural marvel. The Gruta do Lago Azul is not just a feast for the eyes. It's a testament to Brazil's ancient history, geological wonders, and commitment to environmental preservation. Visiting this hidden gem feels like stepping into a forgotten world, untouched by time. 15. Unique voting system. Brazil has one of the most progressive and efficient voting systems in the world, and it stands out for a few surprising reasons. First, voting is mandatory for Brazilian citizens between the ages of 18 and 70, meaning eligible citizens are legally required to participate in elections. Those who fail to vote without a valid excuse can face fines or even restrictions on obtaining certain official documents, like passports or government jobs. What's even more impressive is that Brazil was one of the first countries in the world to adopt an electronic voting system back in 1996, way ahead of many technologically advanced nations. These electronic voting machines are used nationwide, even in remote areas of the Amazon, ensuring a quick and transparent election process. Thanks to this technology, Brazil can count millions of votes in just a matter of hours, with election results often announced on the same day. The system is also considered highly secure and virtually fraud-proof, with built-in safeguards and constant audits by election authorities. In addition to national elections, Brazil holds municipal, state, and federal elections simultaneously, making the voting process highly organized and efficient. Voting in Brazil isn't just a civic duty, it's a significant cultural event, with citizens often gathering to discuss politics and celebrate the democratic process. This unique system reflects Brazil's strong commitment to democracy, ensuring that every citizen has a voice in shaping the future of the nation. Thanks for watching this travel documentary on 15 mind-blowing facts about Brazil. If you enjoyed discovering the incredible culture, nature, and hidden secrets of Brazil, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Andy Explores the World for more fascinating facts and epic travel content. Got a favorite fact from this video? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next travel documentary.